You're live. It says you're live, so I assume we're live. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there. For those of you that haven't joined us before, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those vegan guys.
And now and again, we do a live chat on a Saturday night, or sometimes a Monday, or sometimes a Sunday. Just to communicate with the people of the world, every boy and every girl.
And if YouTube missed our little opener then, which it quite possibly did, having looked at our relay here on the laptop, we're those vegan guys.
Hi.
But most of you already know that already. So hello and good evening to the 35 that are currently watching. It will likely ramp up, as it often does.
I hope it does.
But we're here. It's Saturday night. We're live. We're here to chat, answer your questions, talk about what we've been up to, all of that stuff. We'll say a few hellos before it gets manic. So we'll say hello to Lindsay, Paolo, Michael. Is it two Jacqueline? No, it's Jacqueline, yeah. Lynn, JJ Star, Jill, Helen, Angie, Muddy Paws. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Effie, Hedge Rider, of course. Bobby, our fabulous moderators.
Oh, Gorgie man. Hello, fine sir. Good to see you.
Fancy seeing you here. Yeah. Our wonderful moderators, Bobby.
And Hench Herbivore.
And Hench is in the house.
Gorgie man and Hench Herbivore on our live stream.
Wow.
Well, we're quite honoured.
Honoured, privileged.
Fine gentlemen.
Slightly humbled. All of those things. So good evening, everyone.
I'm having an after 8 mint after my dinner. We just had Linda McCartney's deep filled country pie. I seem to have an abundance of them. There must have been an offer recently with steamed carrot and sweet potato mashed together, steamed shredded Savoy cabbage and sprouts steamed together. Lovely.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Gorgeous. So most of you are probably already well aware, but do check out Hench's channel on YouTube and do check out Goji Man as well, because they're awesome and they put out amazing content. So I don't mind giving them a shout out at all because we watch them regularly.
We do indeed.
So yeah, loads of really, really good, scientifically backed up information. Should you need it, they are the go-to people. Yes. So yeah, so how's everyone doing?
One thing shoved in pastry, come to us.
Yeah, how is everyone handling life at the moment? How are we all getting on? And is everyone having as best a weekend as they possibly can? I'll say a few more shout outs to Claire, Lynn, Gemma.
Simon is in another lifetime since Manchester. Things are good, thank you. Dear friend, yes, things are going well. I've been keeping up with your work, of course, and chatting to the lovely Emma, your lovely other half, occasionally on here and on Instagram. But yeah, things are going well. Thank you for asking. How are things with you and Emma? And are you coping well with lockdown? I'm glad you're set with the shelving unit in the background and the lamp at either side. Oh, my symmetry is in bliss.
Loves it. Loves it.
It's a lovely set, though.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very professional.
It is, definitely. Hedge is doing great. She's been pottering about in the garden. As always, Hedge, as always.
Oh, Hedge, we watched your video. You must check out Brain Girl's channel. She did a little video before on Beltane. Beltane?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Did you have a nice jizz, Hedge Rider? She said it was like having an orgasm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that one. I saw the one previously where you was giving us an update on all of the garden and the growing and the food and the allotment, however you would refer to it.
Beautiful garden.
Fabulous. Beautiful. So green-fingered. So green-fingered. It's amazing.
You learn many things from watching.
Yes.
Edge rider or jizzing all over.
Ash just said, hi, just finished watching your shopping video. It was nice to see Jason's parents. Lots of love. Oh, yeah, it was nice to see them, to be honest. They're doing all right, generally.
Yeah, we see them generally once a week. This is jumping again. Now, I noticed it doing exactly the same on Hench Herbivore's live stream the other night, which I was watching. It was doing this jumpy thing. If it starts jumping, guys, although it's been running really well from our phone for months now doing the live streams, it would seem that YouTube are doing some updates again, and we haven't been informed. Nobody's said expect, you know, issues. But this is what happened last time when we had to stop using the laptop webcam because they'd stopped that middleman software and not told anybody. So if it goes wrong, we are set up as best we can be.
Yes, we are at the hands and the mercy.
Our connection's fine.
Yeah, we're at the mercy of YouTube in terms of them doing updates in the background. It does kind of cause jitters sometimes. Just very quickly, Araku Sandora is just, let's just clear that one up. Is After 8 vegan? No. But they do. There is Sainsbury's do their own and Tesco's do their own. I think so.
Whitaker's, they do like a coffee cream and a mint cream. You can get them in Iceland.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're all vegan.
And they're like a really old English chocolate company.
Yeah, but they're marked vegan.
Yeah.
But by ingredient, Tesco's own brand and Sainsbury's own brand chocolate mints are vegan.
Yes, I'd just pick up on that.
We like one after our food.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I mean, lots of people kind of save them, that sort of thing, for sort of like the festive period. But that's kind of a little bit like Sprouts. It's like, why do people only eat them at Christmas? Eat them all year round. Why not? Mark, just a nice little silver lining, like nice bit of positivity. His son learnt to ride his bike, I suppose, really. Sarah's discovered fox cubs in her garden, seen them for 2 days in a row. So cute.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Lindsay's been cooking up. Also, Lynn, my 15-year-old, made my salted caramel chocolate fudge cake, and it's, I guess that's A-okay.
Let's deal with that question from Instagram from Scott.
Yeah, that's a good.
We had a question sent to us from Scott on Instagram, and I asked him if he wanted me to answer it. It was by private message. I said, "Oh, would you mind if we answered it on live tonight, because the answer actually might help more people." So just read out part of it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is from Scott on Insta, as you just said, and basically his question is, I'm just wondering where to start from.
Oh, gorgeous. Sprouts are ace, even raw. I've been thinking about doing a kind of coleslaw with them grated, actually. And I might try that. But raw grated in a salad would be nice, actually.
Yeah, I'd go for that. Definitely, I'd be up for that.
They're a right good nutritious veg, aren't they? I loved all dark leafy greens. Go
on. Okay. So advice looking for is, what can I do, or what things will help me not to fall back into old meat eating habits? What helped you to stick to it? That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Now, Scott, and anyone else out there who is struggling a bit, we came from vegetarian to vegan. So it may have been a bit of an easier switch, but what we've always said and what we do with the channel is we veganize meals that we grew up with. We veganize the tastes, the textures that we loved as kids and that we loved as meat eaters. And we just make sure that we make them in a plant-based way, which is why that we're one of the not so kind of nutrition and healthy channels, because we do sausages wrapped in puff pastry, or, you know, cheeseburger plait in puff pastry. So whenever we got to the point, I think, where we might be craving something, example, let's say you were really craving some kind of cream cake or something. Right, how can I do this? I know that there is vegan spray cream available, and I know that I can make scones. So I'm going to make scones and we're going to have jam and cream with them because that will satisfy that cream cake urge. Right, I'm really craving a fried egg sandwich, or I'm really missing the taste of a fried egg sandwich. How can I get that same taste? And if you've seen our tofu fried egg video, you'll know how to do that, how to get the taste of a popped yolk fried egg using tofu and flavourings. So I think it's just about that. It's about not cutting your nose off to spite your face. It's about helping yourself to come into veganism with all the tastes and textures that you always loved, but now plant-based. And that's what makes it much easier.
Yeah,
I think.
Big time. I mean, it's a difficult one. And obviously we don't ever assume that everybody that's watching, 83 watching, 39 likes, give us a like. Come on.
Oh, god damn!
I was waiting for it. He'll have us, you know.
He'll
have us for robbing his material.
It's ain't Cherbyballs that, you all know this, I'm just copying it. Oh god damn!
It's the highest compliment. But yeah, we would never assume that... Sorry, Paul's just tripped over the power lead for the laptop. We would never assume that everybody in this community and everybody that's watching is vegan. But one of the things that is really abundant, Paul's made some really good points there, but people who are slipping, maybe it's a little bit about thinking why you've made that decision, why you've chosen. So for me, and I think for Paul, I don't want to speak for you, but I think it's fair saying this.
Animals first.
Yeah, it's the animals first. So when you're thinking about that, it makes it a lot easier.
Animals were the reason that I was vegetarian in the first place. Gentle vegans reminding me of the horrors of the dairy and the egg industry were what made me go to vegan in the end. So it was always about the animals. And then just the more you see things these days, the fact that we're in a global pandemic at the moment caused by humans and animals, whether it be testing on them, eating them, using them in abhorrent ways, and here we are all in lockdown, having a taste, a little bit like an animal. You can't do what you want, you're locked down, except we've got a lovely lounge and a kitchen and a bathroom and a lovely comfy bed.
Big time.
Not a pig crate where she can't even stand up, not a chicken coop where there's hundreds of them in one space, and they can let in the truth and reality of animal agriculture slip your mind. It must always be there. So, you know, animals, planet, health.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, we could talk about that one subject for literally hours, to be honest.
It's a very interesting subject, though, and I
is.
think, you know, a lot of people do slip, and particularly I've heard at special times of year like Christmas and where there are. But again, we got to the point where we were like, right, here are the things we like over Christmas. We used to love having a Baileys. Funnily enough, we don't anymore, even though I can make a wicked vegan one. Recipe in our playlist, in our recipes playlist. And our tastes have changed with us, so they've evolved and adapted, and so some of the things that we veganized early on, we don't need to anymore because we've found new ways of doing it. Example, I used to always use soya mince to make a shepherdless pie, although let's call it shepherd's pie because it's a shepherd that's in it, not the lamb. So a shepherd's pie, I used to always use soya mince. And then the other day I did one using brown lentils, the whole kit and caboodle, soaked them 24 hours, cooked them 40 minutes, did the whole kit and caboodle, used them in place of mince, and did a potato and sweet potato top. And do you know what? Unbelievably good.
Awesome.
It was gorgeous. And I never, because I'm like meaty things, and I do. Brown lentils are actually really meaty.
Yeah. We're on a journey.
My mum loved it now.
We're on a journey, and I think, I think as a vegan, more than any other sector of society, your diet and what you eat is a journey and it's constantly evolving, and we're inspired and motivated by other people.
Yes,
we tried
absolutely.
one of Hench's recipes from his recipe book recently.
The black bean and pineapple Caribbean stew. Oh, it's marvellous. Although, recipe book says 2 servings. Yeah, 2 servings if you're ain't herbivore. 4 for us.
Yeah, but he is like twice our size.
I know.
I remember meeting him at Vegan Camp Out and I was like, Jesus, he's massive. Yeah, strapping fella. Just it is still being a little bit jumpy, but I don't think it's quite as bad. But we're getting a few little delays here and there. Like Paul said before, sorry if it's a bit jumpy tonight. I'm just scrolling back up because I wanted to just pick up on very quickly. Ryan had said, just to let you know, Paul, the video I appeared on has gone down well with family and friends. They're now going to look at going vegan. Amazing.
Oh, and thank you for doing that, Ryan. There's only one other guy lined up, so David. So I'd love some more guys to take part in that Skype series and talk about their own journeys. Not particularly aiming that at anyone, Gorgeous Man and Herbivore. But I think it's a series because there are so many different stories and there are so many different people who've gone vegan in so many different ways and for so many different reasons. It's really somebody will find one of them inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really important. And it was just a great idea for something to do while we're all on lockdown. Why I didn't think of it before we were all on lockdown, I have no idea.
We managed to go. You know what? I'm so proud of us. I'm proud of all of you, and I'm proud of all of us. We got a full 20 minutes almost before the word lockdown was mentioned. I'm going to pick up on what Goji Man just said. I'm just, because there's lots, the chat is thick and fast tonight, but it made me chuckle. Goji, worst night of my life on Bailey's back in the day, sick for days. Yeah. And Gemma's in the house somewhere. She went, oh, god damn!
I had a similar experience with a neighbour's homemade pina colada when I was 11. And I remember putting my hands on the privets. Does everyone else call them privets around the country? It had been raining.
Yeah.
I was boiling hot and feeling dead sick. Put my hands on the privets to get the rain off and was dotting my face before I went home. I was pissed at 11.
Disgraceful. So yeah, as we always say, if anybody's got any questions or anything we may have missed in the chat, do feel free to write it again. Do feel free to use capitals. We won't be offended.
Are you doing 2 songs tonight?
I don't know. I might do a song and a musical number. I've got the electric guitar tonight for something a little bit different. I'm still not convinced about how great this the audio comes over on when we're live streaming, when I'm singing and playing, but people seem to enjoy it, and that's greatly appreciated. So I made a promise that I would do more. Yeah, the chat's going thick and fast, so if we do miss anything, then let us know. Hench, he's a big one, eh? Oh, despicable. So yeah, I'm gonna scroll down.
He's from down south though, not your type, Bobby. You like them northern, don't you? Northern grit.
Yeah, Hedge enjoyed doing the Skype. Could have gone on for hours. I'm a gobshite like Paul.
Well, that's just it. I've been trying to keep them at an hour, but we've gone on for just ages, couldn't we?
Sarah, that's an interesting point. I've discovered that when you've been vegan for almost 6 years like I have, and then helping someone new who is interested, I didn't realise how much vegan knowledge I've gained. It's fantastic.
Brilliant.
It does help.
Martine, you say, I loved the Skype interviews as if they're over. They're an ongoing series. They have no end in sight. So if it's something you're interested in, get in touch with us. You can message us. Just give us a little bit about your story, and we'll see if we can set something up if you're interested in doing one.
Yeah, absolutely. The invite is open just as the library is open. See what I did there?
Stu's up you brought your library quad.
Stu's in the house, thick and fast like that dirty Trump. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, do you want to do one song now and one in a bit?
Yeah, I can do that.
Maybe.
I'll do an instrumental now.
Okay.
And then do a song, maybe. I don't know.
Would everyone like to hear Jason pluck an instrumental number on his stringy box.
I see how the mood takes me. Maybe I'll do City Tonight in first and then do an instrumental later. Just very quickly, Ryan, what do you guys think of Forest Green Rovers FC, the world's only vegan football team? Found out last year. Follow on Facebook. I think it's amazing. I think anything, any kind of mass participation where everybody gets behind something so important and something so vital in this world is an amazing thing. So a little bit like a massive company like Flora. Where they've just turned all of their spreads, the whole company is now vegan. You know, something like that, it speaks volumes and it's loud. So, yeah. Should we turn this big light off for Atmos? Should we turn the big light off for Atmos?
I think, yes, I think we should.
Yes.
Can I do anything?
Helen says, love a plucking. Don't be interfering with our mods now. Our mods do their jobs.
No, I'm just wondering if I can. Right, I'm going to leave it to it. I'm going to be round here.
Thank you for joining us, Hench and Gemma. It's past my bedtime, so I better sign off. Thanks for the stream, young fella lads. Thank you for joining us, both of you.
Cheers, Hench. Oh, god damn! Damn!
It's not too loud, that is it?
That's smidge.
So, first and foremost, I hope you can all hear me. I'm on the electric tonight. You can't see the electric, though, unfortunately, because I'm sat quite low. Will I come back a little bit? So this is my electric washburn, which I got off one of my students many, many years ago.
Well, then your face isn't on.
And I think he let me have it for £35. I think I paid 35 quid for this. Paul's the cameraman. That's not too bad. So yeah, something a little bit different tonight. I thought I would do a song I wrote a few years ago, and it's a daft song, really. And I've no idea how it's going to go. But I'm going to give it a try.
Why the hell not?
And it's basically, it's a little bit of a play on the LGBTQ community, QIA community. So hopefully I don't mess this up. I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, Obsidian, yeah, if the sound cuts out, we can only apologise. YouTube, our internet connection is fine. It's our YouTube doing silly things in the background, so I'm going to do my best. Boy meets boy, girl meets girl, down in the city tonight. Boy meets boy, girl meets girl. Guess what'll happen tonight? Oh, yeah. Fun in the city tonight. Oh, yeah. Sex in the city There you go. That's that. Oh,
Well done, mister.
thank you. Oh, Obsidian, thank you for the super chat.
Fabulous. Thank you, Obsidian.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems... Oh,
Oh, bless you. Goji, man.
thank you, Gorgie, man.
That's a
Thank you, kind sir.
thank you. Massively appreciated. Really appreciated. And all of the lovely words. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Paolo. JJ Star. Oh, Helen, bless you. Thank you so much for the super chat. That really means a lot. I really appreciate that.
Cyberbusking.
Cyberbullying. Yeah. You know what? Actually, that's an interesting point. I have never, in all my years of playing and singing, I've never actually busked.
No, well, do you know, the vegan queens have actually had it planned for last year and then said, no, we'll do it this summer. Unlikely now. But we've actually got an amp that you charge up. Doesn't need to be plugged into the mains with 2 radio mics.
Battery powered.
And we're going to do it at some point. We're going to go out in the streets and sing musical theatre songs. That'll shake the world up.
Yeah. Damn right. Absolutely. JJ Star says, did you enjoy shopping today? Interesting question.
Not really. That was a very, very random one today, you know, that vlog. It was, we were just in the queue at Sainsbury's, like we are usually once a week. And I had my phone on me, which I was going to be in my hand anyway for the app. And I just thought, do you know what? Let's just document this. Let's document it, because it needs documenting. So I was really glad to document it, but that's just kind of become the norm now. You know, get in, grab what we need, pay, get out. That whole system. That's why I wanted to document it. This is what we're doing at the moment when we go shopping.
I think sometimes as well it's good. It's good to be a little bit spontaneous like that, because sometimes Paul even catches me off guard. And I mean, I'm generally up for most things, you know, whenever it's kind of suggested.
See you soon, Gorgie. Cheers for dropping by, and thank you so much for the super chat. Much love to you and Emma. And folks, if you're not subscribed, be subscribed to Gorgie.
Yeah.
Incredible health information.
Yeah, one of the very best, if I'm perfectly honest, of all of the people that I've seen on YouTube giving really solid advice in terms of, you know, dietary advice and support in terms of looking after your health and your well-being. Absolutely one of the very best, and I'm not just saying that. So yeah, do check Gorgie Man out on his channel. Ryan says, I think I got slightly sidetracked there.
That's okay. No, I just noticed. I wanted to set trap.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Ryan says, just a nice quick question. Have you had any chance to listen to Enter Shakira's new album yet? They have a song called Satellites, which is in support of the LGBT community. Sorry. No, we haven't, but we intend to. Enter Shikari are pretty good, what I've heard of them, and I know you mentioned it before. Oh, Muddy Paws, bless.
Muddy Paws, thank you.
Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Yes. Hopefully our mods are managing to push back the tribe that is out there hassling us.
Bless them. They have to hurt people, try to hurt other people, and in doing so, just reveal how hurt they are. I'm sorry somebody hurt you, trolls, but it was nobody here. So your lashing out will just get deleted. But hugs to you.
Big time.
And I hope you get to a better place where you can be nice.
Big time.
And decent in the world.
All of that. Ditto.
It's not hard. Lovely.
AM Claire says, I braved Morrison's yesterday. It was okay. They did a good job. And that's good to hear, because when I drove past Tesco's earlier on, I thought Sainsbury's was bad. Tesco's, they were queuing like they were waiting to get on the log flume at Alton Towers. I am not even joking.
Yeah,
it was zigzagging. There was zigzag lines outside Tesco's.
And if you saw the line in our earlier vlog outside Sainsbury's, that wasn't too bad. Kind of once you're in it, you're likely anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes. You're in the queue and then you're in.
Yeah.
And people in there are quite respectful, actually, distance-wise, and you know, you go in, you get done, you get out.
It's great, isn't it? Really, all things considered, under the circumstances, It's as stress-free as it can be. It helps, obviously, as Paul's kind of alluded to previously, if you go and you're prepared and you know what you're getting, and it helps, obviously, if you know the supermarket, so you kind of know where most things are, you can be in and out real quick.
Wank spangles.
Oh, who said that?
Michael.
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Love that one, Michael. Love that. That's going in the back pocket. That one, definitely. Fantastic.
Twat Gibbons, wank spangles.
Sarah says, I miss going to my Chinese supermarkets, but my dad says better to be safe just in case. I think a Chinese supermarket would be the same as going to any other supermarket, would it not?
Yeah, they all get food imported from different places. I think the thing to do is to just do what we did in our vlog today. When you get your stuff home, have some disinfectant wipes and wipe everything down before you put it in the cupboards or the fridge or freezer, and then wash yourself down. Yeah, I mean, the only reason we haven't been to Wing Yip in the past few weeks is because I've got no room in the freezer.
Yeah.
And all our Eastern food, which is Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Indonesian, but all of that we get from Wing Yip regularly, it has its own drawer, the bottom drawer in the freezer, which is at the moment full of other stuff. So yeah, haven't been for a while, but we'll be going back at some point.
Yeah.
Very soon, because I'm very much missing.
You're very much missing.
He
does this with me.
It's because it's on your name.
I know. Avenged Moose.
I'm very much missing our Chinese meal.
Yeah, I am too. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it now?
Right,
a few weeks.
hang on. You're missing...
Yeah. Muddy Paul says, Paul, your punching Jason is a very handsome man. I don't know, something slightly derogatory towards me, maybe. I don't know. Did he say something horrible about me and I didn't even hear it or see it? Avenged Moose. Hi guys, it's Scott. Thank you for the reply to my message. I appreciate it. Sorry for that late reply to it. My connection is poor. No worries. We hope that you caught our question answer earlier.
Yes, it was quite an elongated answer, but hopefully the fact that you've asked that question and we've given that answer will in turn help other people out there as well. So nice one, Scott.
Yeah, definitely. The great thing about this community on YouTube and our communities across our other social media, and that people cross backwards and forwards, is there's so many wonderful people out there that are on a similar journey, having similar experiences, and are always willing to share and support, which is really, really nice.
Actually, Bobby comes up with a good point there. It's all Wi-Fi's are struggling at the moment because everyone's at home. Everyone's, even people would normally be out in bars and restaurants, and although they might be connected for a short time, in the moment, everyone's at home on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and it's...
We were joking about it the other night. We were logging onto Netflix, and it took like maybe 2-3 minutes longer than it would normally just to kind of bring up the main kind of home screen. And I was like, that's because there's like 7 billion people all trying to log on to Netflix at the same time all of a sudden. And I imagine it's the same for YouTube as well.
Yeah.
There'll be some people in the back offices at YouTube that are freaking out because the servers are, about to higher. Obsidian, just picking up on what Obsidian said, I finally managed to try Richmond sausages today. They've always been out of stock. Not disappointed at all. I still say they're the best myself. The Richmond sausages.
Yeah.
I still say they're the best now on the market. Really.
Loves them and all.
Yes. I'm just going to scroll down. We've not missed too much.
Oh, good.
We're all
I like it when we
good.
don't miss stuff.
Yeah. I hope that the internet, I hope that the YouTube stuff doesn't detract too much from the live stream and the chat this evening, and I hope that it wasn't cutting out too much during the song as well. Now, just briefly going back to that song for a minute, if you want to hear it in its how it should sound, with what I had in mind when I originally wrote the song, which was kind of a sort of rockabilly,
a bit
faster, dirtier, distorted, rocky, filthy sound song. I have got a SoundCloud page which has got quite a few of my songs, and Sex and the City is on there. So if anyone's interested, drop us a message or give us a shout, or I will put the link in the comments.
Well, what's your name
After.
on SoundCloud?
I think it's just Jason Bromley Music on SoundCloud.
Or just do that. Just look up Jason Bromley Music on SoundCloud.
Oh, Julie, following up on that before. Richmond, the best, £2 in Tesco at the moment, apparently. Which is pretty awesome.
Not been to Tesco since lockdown started. It's either been the Co-op or Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's, there's always a queue. It's never too bad. Co-op usually just walk right straight in. But their stock's been limited.
Very, very limited, to be fair, yeah. Deb makes an interesting point here and a question. Have you seen Applewood are coming out with a Mexican-style cheese? Not aware of that. I wasn't aware of that.
I wasn't aware they were coming out with one. I know that one of our subscribers, John, Johnny Chaos Illustration on Facebook, he posted to them the other day about like a couple of flavours. One of them was pickled onion, and they messaged him privately and said, "Oh, we'll look into this." So you better get the credit if they do it.
To be honest, you know what? With Applewood, we are lucky. We have quite a nice friendship with Applewood, particularly the side of Applewood, obviously, that are producing the vegan cheeses. So some of you will have seen our last supply of the Applewood smoked slices that we got sent, which was epic and amazing. But we did donate some to local friends. But we did get through them pretty quick as well. We love it. It's just great cheese. You can't fault it. You really can't.
Oh, well, do you know what? That'll have been then, Angie. If you saw it on Vegan Food UK, they will have got, they will have opened the email from Applewood. We all, because we've done cooking videos for Applewood, we get a lot of information from them now. But I haven't been opening the emails, to be honest, of late. Private messages, yeah, but not emails. There's too much of the stuff going on in the world.
Yeah. You've got to know when to dip in and you've got to know when to dip out. In a nutshell, that's the easiest way I can put it. Effie, just in terms of that's quite an interesting comment. My non-vegan partner ate my leftover ritual vegan eating, then lol, only took him 6 to decide. Sounds about right, yeah. Sounds about right. Why do people do that? It's so weird. Oh, Ryan saying, here's the weird thing. You know what it is, Ryan? I've got a Spotify account, but it's a free one. And I've not looked into what exactly you can do with Spotify in terms of actually uploading your own music to it as a service, like I have done with Bandcamp and with SoundCloud. So I've got my music on both of those two platforms and on Jason Bromley Music on Facebook. And I know I really need to share some of my music to the vegan music group on Facebook, which I haven't done yet, and I promise I will as soon as possible. But yeah, just mega busy and constantly. We're both in a situation where every day, particularly at the moment, it's about shuffling the deck and prioritizing as we need to prioritize. And that's sometimes answering messages that Paul often does and comments across like 4 really busy social media platforms, YouTube obviously being one of our biggest and most popular, working for the mental health charity during the day, Monday to Thursday now. So we're busy lads. We are, aren't we? We're busy lads.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to check out the Vegan Queen's latest episode as well, which was uploaded yesterday. Last evening, ladies in lockdown. Oh, they did talk about a lot of subjects from Drag Race. Is it Saturday?
Drag Race tonight, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Drag Race to watch. From Drag Race to politics to, obviously, coronavirus.
Schmar and Shmee.
And everything else in between.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh a lot. I mean, I always laugh at the ladies. They genuinely make me chuckle. And when I am at the computer doing some of the editing, which I was doing the other day, with the headphones on, just laughing out loud numerous times. And I think we all need a little bit of that at the moment. So yeah, definitely check out Ladies of Lockdown, the most recent vlog episode.
Oh, we've got a very active troll tonight. He just wrote, "Steak is great." Completely agree. The Plant Pioneer steak from Sainsbury's.
Awesome.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Viva Vera steaks, 2 in a pack. They're probably the best, actually. Iceland now do on a no bull steak. But do you know what one of the nicest is? Cauliflower steak. When you roast a whole cauliflower covered in butter and spices and flavourings in tin foil until it's almost soft in the middle, but not quite.
Quite.
And you cut a big steak. Oh, it's
Filthy.
beautiful.
It's a taste sensation.
Marvellous! Marvellous!
Sarah says, I usually watch the Vegan Queen episodes at least twice. Love them. Much love. That's nice. And Paolo says, I loved new Gemini earrings.
Yes, did you check out in the description and underneath the video was the link to Fabshed Designs Instagram. But we still don't know who anonymously bought them for us. But it was a gorgeous gift.
Yes.
Recycled cans though, but they're just a really sturdy, beautiful earring. Lovely.
And Willow Grove also said, loved the Vegan Queens last night. So yeah, lots of appreciation for the Vegan Queens. Because you know what? You think about it, and I was thinking about this the other day, because I was playing on a music game in there whilst Lady Gemini was getting ready and then doing obviously all this stuff. It takes a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort to kind of, you know, do all that the Vegan Queens do, even if they're not cooking banging recipes in our kitchen and they're doing Skype. Yeah, it's a lot of effort. So I'm glad, really nice that people are appreciating and loving the content.
By the way, moderators, when you have to deal with hurt people reliving their childhood, if there's any way to just outright ban them, do it. Just do it.
I think they've done that before, and then they just create new accounts.
Ban that one and all.
Yeah. Ban them all.
Thank you for your efforts.
Yeah, it's amazing. We would really struggle, I think, to be honest, without our mods.
Nice one, Edge.
So,
yeah, do just come off.
Yeah, all of that. We try and be nice. We try our best. But you know what? Jekyll and Hyde with us. Do you know what I mean? You come to us and you're nasty.
We should go on some meat eater live streams and post. Cauliflower's amazing.
Oh.
Peas rock my world. Almond milk is great. Because that'd make us really bright and intelligent, wouldn't it?
I like twigs. My favourite. Yeah, maybe we should. Anywho, enough.
Why don't you do more bath tests?
It could be arranged. To be fair, it could be arranged, Paolo. Yes, absolutely. That's a funny one.
Underground, overground, cock-wombling free. The cock-wombles of Wimbledon, common are thee. Trawling the internet every day. Hate us 'cause we're vegan and we're gay. La 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 la. Blame Lindsay.
I'm not blaming anyone. I was enjoying it. It's nice. I was just reading Hedge's comment. Totally agree. Keep the flow going. Don't get distracted by sillies of the world. Let's keep the flow going.
Sillies of the world. Every boy and every girl.
See, we can come back. When we go to the Carnists' lives, we've got a whole bunch of comments here we can borrow. Caroline's just come up with one. Onions are orgasmic. She may have just been saying that randomly, but that's the comment we can take, and we can take it to the Carnists' lives.
I love twigs. That needs to go on. Cauliflower is an underestimated vegetable, actually. I completely agree with you there.
If I'm not mistaken, for the last 12 months, hasn't cauliflower kind of become the rock and roll vegetable?
I mean, you can do cauliflower rice and cauliflower steaks, roasted cauliflower.
Pizza bases made out of cauliflower.
Cauliflower puree.
But to be fair, I mean, the best thing I've eaten, and it's probably not that healthy, but the best thing I've eaten cauliflower based is the cauliflower spicy wings from Zad's. They're just outstanding. We've had them twice now.
I know, they're amazing, aren't they? Ryan, have you guys been on any more bike rides lately? I'm running, well, trying to.
155 kilometres in May. Wow,
Fabulous.
good stuff. Yeah, we've been out a couple of times. To be honest, I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you all. One of the things I mentioned to Paul was, "Oh, money pause, thank you." And it's nice to know we are keeping you sane. Thank you for the super chat.
And you also love.
Yeah, this keeps us sane, to be honest, half the time. It really does.
I told you before, this is a symbiotic relationship.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
You. Love you lots.
Yeah, one of the things, to be brutally honest, we need to do is remove barriers to doing stuff with the bikes. So when we get out on the bikes, we love it. It's thoroughly enjoyable. And this is my bike, so I'm going to own it. I need to clear out the cupboard that we store the bikes in.
So they're easy.
So they're just easily accessible. And it's like a 10, 20-second thing to just grab the bikes and head on out and enjoy a bike ride because it'll just make it so much easier. So I'm glad you've asked that question because it's planted that seed in my head now.
JJ, did you have a Zads the other night, Amelia? Have you had one recently? There's been that many people having them, and they've made me a moderator in the group on Facebook. So it's like posts are thick and fast. I'm approving people every day. We had one on Wednesday night.
Wednesday, yeah.
Didn't we? It was beautiful, and it did Wednesday dinner, Thursday lunch, and I've got half the garlic bread frozen for one night when we have pasta, and I'll use it then. So, 3.
Yeah. 2
meals and a side for a meal.
And then you just eat really, really healthy for a couple of days afterwards. Paolo says, which I thought was a really interesting comment, my father was one of the pioneers of vegan food in his restaurant here in Lisbon.
Oh.
Isn't that nice? That's brilliant. Great to hear that. JJ, yeah, we had a Zads about 2 weeks ago to Wigan. I had a Papa John's the Wednesday. Nice. Good.
I've never had a Papa John's. I think I'm a bit no, because I keep seeing again posts in groups where people are being sent meat pizzas.
Before all of this schmorrenschmeen stuff kicked off, the last conversation we had that was pizza related about possibly going somewhere or trying something we'd not tried before, I really wanted to do the Pizza Hut. I wanted to go to our local Pizza Hut, and I still want to do that when we come out of all of this. But yeah, I don't know if I would be trusting enough about a pizza delivery from a company that... Yeah, I think I'd just flip my lid if it had meat on it. I think we both would, wouldn't we?
Well, we would, because it would have got there and we'd be starving.
Yeah.
And it would be something we couldn't possibly eat.
Yeah.
And so, it's, yeah.
Unless we put the delivery in as those vegan guys, they might Google us and be like, shit.
Helen says hit the hut. We actually, it was on our list, Helen, of restaurant vlogs to do, to go back to Pizza Hut because they've got vegan pizzas now.
Yeah, because we wanted to do Pizza Hut for the same reason that we did the lounges, because they're everywhere.
Because they're accessible.
Yeah.
And then
all that happened. Thank you, Johnny Marmite, for the kind words. Johnny's found us through Lindsay.
Oh, nice one.
I think you're great. You really make me laugh. Keep up the live streams. We certainly will.
Cheers, pal.
Oh, and thank you, Sarah, as well. This is my favourite YouTuber. I recommend friends all the time and flash my Karen mug. Thank you, Sarah. That's lovely. Bobby's not had a Papa John's either. Yeah, is it good? Is it as good as it's hyped up to be?
Have you got another song lined up, mister?
I could play something, and then maybe we could have our what was becoming quite popular is our sort of rapid fire Q&As before we wrap things up. Which is quite nice.
I'll tell you what, whilst Jason's playing this piece of music for you, if anybody has any questions, it doesn't have to be about veganism, we're very open people. If you've got a valid question about us being gay, being a drag queen, how we've lasted 23 years without killing each other,
mental health,
being vegan, where the hell does my penis go when I do Gemini? We'll answer them all.
We could get a whiteboard for the next live stream, and we could take you through the whole tucking process and do diagrams and everything. That's actually not a bad idea.
Get your guitar.
Ryan, I don't know, mate. I'm worried about that. Ryan's asking about vegan camp out and whether it's still going to go ahead or not.
I'm worried too, Ryan. I don't think it's going to. I've been kind of urging Manchester Pride to cancel because Oktoberfest is cancelled, the Olympics is cancelled. I think we just need to realise that this year's a write-off and look back and learn lessons, because after all, 2020 is hindsight.
That, so I'm a bit higher up. Yeah, Tracy says, I don't think vegan camp out will go ahead. Oh, is that true, Catmans? Catmans says Papa John's owner donated to the Trump campaign, I think.
Do you want to pause that chat, so? Is there a way you can pause the chat? I don't know how you do it when you do pause it.
I've no idea.
Maybe just select a
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so a little musical interlude. I shall do that, and hopefully you can see me a little bit clearer now. So I have played this before, but I played it on the acoustic, which makes it a bit more difficult to play. So I'm going to give you a funky little blues number for a few minutes with a little bit of lead and a little bit of rhythm.
Well done, sir. Kind sir. Good sir.
Oh,
well done, babes.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Okay. Where did it go? So thank you, everyone. I don't know where my highlighted bit's gone.
That's probably way back down.
Oh, there it is. Yes. So yeah. Camp out comments.
Yeah, I should imagine everyone's a little bit concerned as to whether it will be going ahead or not. Like I said, we certainly have been thinking about it and wondering whether it should probably be cancelled. I mean, I don't suppose anyone really knows how we're going to feel in August, because we've got no idea what's going to go on between now and then. And, you know, obviously we're going to be affected by current events and how politics goes and changes in the rules, you know, all that kind of stuff is going to affect us, isn't it? So it could be that by August we're all like, oh, we're fine now. It could be that we're like, I can't believe they've started opening stuff.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. And then it's all about...
an unusual place to be.
It's a really weird place to be, and it's also weird because also what we have to think about collectively and individually is it's all well and good our government saying lockdown's over, but then how does that feel within you as a person?
Yeah.
How does that feel going back into regular normal society, no longer social distancing, no longer wearing a mask, all of these anxieties and worries and concerns? We should be thinking about that collectively as well as a society and as individuals.
Absolutely.
Daniel has mentioned a question, has asked a question, and it's quite relevant. Well, it's an important one, and somebody's also just given us a super chat. Daniel asked about the situation, so we'll go to that, and I'll scroll down and find out.
What's he asked?
Are you still selling merch, or is it on hold because of you know what?
Yes, it's on hold at the moment because the company that provides our merch can't provide it or even their own stuff. They've had to kind of go into lockdown themselves, so unfortunately at the moment.
Yeah, we're really hopeful that that things have a positive ending in this journey that we're all on at the moment. Ash, thank you so much for the super chat, really appreciate it. Super guys, lots of love from Barcelona. I'll bet you're enjoying getting out now.
Yeah, have you enjoyed your walk today, Ashley? Now we can actually go out. Oh, thank you, Willow Grove, for the super chat. Very much.
Thank you.
Oh, VC tickets will be refunded or transferred to next year.
Right. Tracy's saying that, yeah.
Yeah, and if that happens, I think that might be a good thing. So, hiya, John. You can't help him, darling. Actually, I was, even though I was out on a walk myself, I was kept radio contact with Miss Gemini and Miasma while they were trying to connect, and it took them. How long would you say you were sat in there before they started filming?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Took a long time.
Thank you for the super chat as well, John, and thank you for the. I have got the right person. The Fox updates.
Yeah.
Thank you. Loving the Fox updates on Facebook. Loving that.
Yeah.
AM Claire. So yeah, this is a good opportunity right now to open up before we start to wrap up for the evening. Relatively quick fire Q&A. That we like to do at the end of most of our live streams. And we'll start with... Go on, was you going to say something?
No.
All right. We'll start with AM Claire. Paul and Jason, what would your perfect post-lockdown day look like?
Now, it's important to state that there may be different, but we would equally enjoy each other's. So mine would be probably very simple. It would be driving the car, maybe to somewhere like Hebden Bridge, stopping up for Home Firth on the way, because there's about 3 or 4 really good second-hand shops. I'm an easy girl to please. Have a look in the second-hand shops, go to Hebden Bridge, have a beautiful vegan lunch in one of the many fine establishments there, sit down by the canal, watch a couple of the boats go by, beautiful sunny day, and then drive home again, listening to Barbra Streisand.
Nice. I like all of that. I like the sound of all of that. Genuinely, I really do. Yeah, I think probably similar, to be honest. We really genuinely, we really enjoy each other's company. I think a nice drive out to any location that's not a mega drive out. So like when Paul said Hebden Bridge before,
45 minutes.
It's not a long drive out. It's beautiful. It's always relaxed there. So I would say very similar. but I wouldn't necessarily be beholden to Hebden Bridge, but
No.
Hebden or somewhere like that.
Yes, yeah.
What I'm also has just come into my mind because I've mentioned kind of countryside, rural. What we're going to do, what we are going to do when this is all done and dusted and the dust has settled, we're going to head back over to do the Railway Children
Oh, yes.
walk, and we're going to go on the train
But we're going to vlog it.
from Oakwood Station and vlog it and do all of that, and that's going to be something to look forward to, isn't
And then
it?
I'm going to set the camera up, and Jason's going to stand on the railway station at exactly the point where Daddy stands, and I'm going to be Jenny Agutter, so I'm going to have to lose a bit of weight and run up and say, "Daddy, my daddy!"
You know he'll do it. You know he'll do it. So that's a long answer to the question, but there you go. Have you ever considered, Angie says, doing the live chats via Skype or Zoom? I don't know about Skype, but I know with Zoom, unless you've got a paid for package, you get a limited amount of time on there. I think it's 40 minutes. There's a lot of restrictions on there. Skype, I don't know. I don't know whether it would be worth doing it, to be honest. Compared to YouTube, I still think YouTube's the way to go in terms of having that instant access to the community.
Well, there's another option that we've been looking into. It all depends on everything. To get the good version is a subscription. So there's a software called StreamYard that streams from your browser, and you can stream to multiple platforms. Michelle Lord had it on the other day when she chatted with Grumpy Vegan Grandad, or one of his personas. The big version, the good version of it, is 20 odd quid a month. We're already paying a subscription every month to give us access to great music and effects for our vlogs with film stocks. So it's just about weighing up, you know, costs and things, isn't it? And finding out like what's the, because I didn't know you could stream with Skype. I didn't know you could like stream. I know you could save the video and then upload it later like we have done, but I didn't know you could stream with Skype. So I might look into that.
Yeah, it's worth looking into. Thank you for that. Really appreciated. Jason Taylor asks an interesting question. This is an interesting one. Do you know a lot of LGBTQ vegans? Sometimes I find there is less representation within the community where I am at, unless I literally live under a giant rock. I'm introverted enough for that, lol. It's a funny one. I don't think there's a massive movement within the LGBTQ community when it comes to vegan, to be honest. I really don't. And not to my knowledge, unless I've missed something. I think it's actually vegans are underrepresented within that community.
Well, I think we're pretty visible.
Well, we are, yeah, but I don't think there's a lot of LGBTQ vegans.
And the library Thorpen,
of course,
is an LGBTQ vegan with another channel doing books. So we're out there. We're just, I suppose, we are kind of thinly spread.
Yeah.
But we're there.
Yeah. I often think the same thing about the gaming world, and of late I have found out more that there actually is a whole massive community of LGBTQ gamers within the gaming industry as well. So it's kind of similar but kind of different. JJ, what is your favourite vlog of yours and your own, and why? I think that's a really interesting question to ask. What is your favourite vlog of yours, your own, and why? I would say, for me personally, it's about the creative process. It's about the quality of the video footage, and it's the editing experience and what I get to do and play around with, or we get to do with editing ideas and stuff. A lot of them have involved like eating out. So like when we did our Cafe Earth vlog.
Yes.
And having fun with going to the venue, showing a bit of some of the streets, some of the artwork, some of B-roll pigeons. Paul stood outside waving his arms or pointing you in the ushering you in the direction of where we're going. That kind of stuff is what I always find fun. So those are the vlogs that I really enjoy a lot of the time. What about you? Have you got a favourite vlog or a favourite style? Shopping?
No, I think our Catalonia vlog is one of my favourites. However, we didn't have the camera we have now, and we didn't have the editing software we have now. When we did that, it was all done on our phones. There are some volume issues in it. So that, but done again.
Yeah. Yeah, we edited our Kefalonia vlog with Windows Movie Maker, didn't we? And we used our Samsung Galaxy S7s, were they? Yeah. Tracy asks, I don't know whether she's being sarcastic or I'm picking up on us or something. How are you both doing, really?
Well, all right. I have my dark days, but I mean, everybody does at the moment, I think. And, you know, I have them, I think, with good reason, just kind of filled with lots of doubt about, because Stuart, Gemini, put in a hell of a lot of work for a couple of years to build up a reputation and, you know, and to get bookings. And they had just started to come through, and it had just started to pay off for us. And so being a 50-year-old, I'm like, how long is this going to last, and can I do all that building up again? Will we have to? What's the point? You know what I mean? You get those kind of days, and then I'm like, oh well, life's the point. That's the point. The point is that you have a life, and I want to treat me better by believing in myself more and being confident about the work I've done. And if I've got to do it again, that's fine. You know, rather than I'm trying to be my own best friend.
Yeah.
Try to advise myself in the way I would advise someone else who felt like I did.
Totally. And all I would add to that, because we are similar creatures in a lot of ways, is I need the time out. I need time to switch my brain off, particularly of late. So doing a little bit less work and having some really enjoyable escapism, like computer games and things like that, and really cool horror movies and stuff. Really appreciate that, but then also keeping myself in check and recognizing when I've been escaping for too long and I need to become productive again. And I think we're both quite good at that, at kind of picking each other up. So to a long roundabout answer, yeah, we're doing okay, and we will always be open and transparent on this channel with people. We're never fake, we're never false. If we're really feeling shit, we usually let people know, hey, we're feeling a bit shit, and this is why. However, etc., etc. You know.
Doesn't it move fast?
Sarah. This could go on for hours, the answer to this one.
Well,
is there a secret to a long-lasting relationship? Or silly question, I hope to find what you both have one day and go the distance. Oh, well, I hope you do too, Sarah.
Friends first.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. Friends first.
I think that's massively important. We were really, really good friends first. Enjoyed each other's company, made each other laugh. I introduced Jason to this and this music. He introduced me to that and that music, and to modern day gaming, because I'd only ever really known Sega Mega Drive. And so he was like, I have a PlayStation, let us show you these things. And so we were open to what each other had to share. We embraced those things, and you know, yes, and we are friends first, above all else.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then it's kind of the classics, isn't it? Is like making sure that you can actually communicate with each other, and work on that, because personalities evolve, communication skills evolve. It's something that needs constant work in any relationship, and be open and honest. So if something's upset you, even though it seems daft that it has upset you, don't feel afraid of acknowledging that and speaking out about that.
Absolutely.
You know,
it has to be said.
There's been occasions over the years where, you know, something as simple as Paul has said to me, you know, it might have been when I've been so engrossed in work and I've been so stressed out, that I'm just not seeing him. Like, I'm not acknowledging enough. I'm so engrossed in other things. And sometimes, you know, Paul needs to kind of say that to me. But I think in some relationships, maybe that the person might not know how to put that into words or quantify it or be too afraid of saying that. So yeah,
I'm not.
communicate, make each other laugh. It's a hello and a good evening from Rusky's Adventures. Evening, fellas. I was Hebden Bridge last week, was completely empty, as this time of year usually there's... Oh, it was completely empty, as this time of year there's usually street artists on and food stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that was a bit sad, actually, Rusky. Although, it probably made for nice, easy riding.
There was one stall up selling traditional street food.
Oh, yeah. Didn't stop, as was in training mode. Good for you, Rusky. I hope it's going well. Anybody that's into cycling and mountain biking, check out Rusky's Adventures. Great little channel. Lots of cycling and mountain biking and stuff like that. Yeah. So it feels organically and naturally like we are in the latter quarter of tonight's Saturday Night Live. Joseph, it's a nice easy one. Do you like kombucha? No, is my simple answer.
I do, but I've got to be in the mood for it.
And Jill, missing the charity shop videos with Stuart.
Yeah. You can always go back to the old ones, Jill. They're still there. They're all there in our playlist.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for joining us. We are wrapping up soon.
We are.
But, and of course, the watching afterwards is just as appreciated as the people who are watching live and taking part in the chat.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Right. We know the burning questions.
I don't think so. No, we've answered some cracking questions from some lovely people. I'm sorry to hear that, Julie.
What?
Keep your spirits high. Going through a horrible divorce after 30 years.
Oh, sorry, Julie.
Yeah. Keep your spirits high. Look after yourself. Lots
Do
of
you
self-care.
both game? Rusky says. If so, what are your favourite games?
Yes. Rusky says, mine's a game called Shenmue about a boy avenging his dad's death.
One.
Completed Shenmue 1 and 2 back in the day.
Yeah, when they were originally on Dreamcast.
Shenmue revolutionised computer gaming for the industry.
We've been thinking about doing the... So, yeah, you played it, what? 10? No, more than that.
Long time ago. Yeah. It was on the Dreamcast.
15 years ago.
Played Shenmue on the Dreamcast. We both love games. We're both, I think, quite...
I'm an RPG player,
specific.
But not really. I like JRPGs. Like Final Fantasy. I'm probably going to end up getting the Final Fantasy VII remake when it's cheap.
Yeah, and I'm going to get Shenmue 3 when it's a little bit cheaper as well. All of the Resident Evil games played and completed. Love survival horror. Love Mass Effect, sci-fi games, first person, third person, RPGs as well. To a certain extent, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4.
All right, you don't have to list a million.
There.
The last RPG I played was called Two Brothers. And it was on Steam, because we don't play on a console anymore now, we play on Steam.
Oh, and Ryan's question, he did ask it before, so I'll just pick up on this again. Vegan hardcore music, do you like it? If so, which bands do you like?
We'll have to spend more time in your group, Ryan, on what's it called? Vegan musicians?
I'm not sure, actually. I think it might just be vegan music.
You should post the link, Ryan, to the Facebook group, because we've been talking about vegan music down in the comments afterwards, and I'll make sure that comment stays there.
I think it's Vegan Music UK.
Vegan Music UK group on Facebook.
Yes.
So if you are a vegan musician, pop on over and have a look, Craig.
Yes. So Muddy Paws is heading off. Ash is heading off.
We're all heading off.
Everybody's saying good night.
We're all heading off. So we too shall say good night. We'll say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to our moderators again for having dealt with silly little hurt people very well, I might add. Thank you to you all for watching. Lots of love to you all. Love you, Mr.
Love you. Thank you to our super chats as well. Thank you.
We will see you again soon, very soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves. and each other.